check in where you are right now and your desired reality. What is that difference? That difference is the resistance. And if that resistance is a 5 or above, that means there's enough pain there to put our focus, awareness, and attention on and begin to assemble our healing team. And as a wonderful reminder, what is our healing team? Because this is self-directed guidance, and I'm just here as a guide. I just intuitively, I can't even say the word, intuitively move us forward through it. And you give me your words. So you just gave me some words to show me that, I'm not sure what's going on here. So just check in where you are at right now, connecting with your healing team. And the healing team consists of what your focused awareness and attention is on. And so what we're doing is we're giving ourselves something to put our focus, attention, and awareness on. And that is that resistance. So let's say you're a 7 or an 8 of between where you are right now and your desired reality. You want to surf to that reality, but there's a big gap between, and you really want it. You want it now. You know it's there. You're open for it, but there's a gap. I'm not there yet. And so that could feel like a 7 or an 8 with resistance.
I think about a 7 right now.
Okay, so that's what we want to put the first part of our healing team. There's 3 parts to the healing team. Your focus, attention, and awareness. You put it on that 7. And so we're going to bring up words on what that 7 means. So it's a 7 on resistance. Where are you when it comes to what's happening in your current reality and what you want in your desired reality? What is that difference on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the worst? And I'm going to get back to Nevaeh with the other 2 parts of our healing team.
Yeah, I would say probably at a 6, between what I'd really like for my reality and what I have right now.
Okay, so now you know what to put your focus, attention, and awareness on.
Yeah.
That's 6. It's enough to need some pain medicine, right? So it's causing enough discomfort, suffering, worry, anxiety, fear, maybe. Yeah, so focus in. So the other 2 parts, thank you, darling.
Thanks.
The other 2 parts of the healing team are our unconscious awareness. We're not aware of what's going on. And what's going on in the unconscious is like regulating our heartbeat, regulating our hormonal system, regulating homeostasis. We're not consciously aware of what's going on. But what happens in the unconscious is there may be parts in there from the past, maybe even past lives, perhaps, where these parts wake up when we're looking at that 7, when we're looking at that 5, when we're looking at that number where we're seeing our external reality is not showing what I want in my internal reality. There's resistance there. So there will be parts in the unconscious. The unconscious is a powerful tool, and what we need is these parts. We need their permission to integrate into the healing team their knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, while allowing the 3rd part of the healing team, and that is our subconscious or intelligence, I like to call this part. This is the larger unseen part of you that's connected to all that is. It's not connected to time and space. It's not attached to what's going on with my human, but it's the energy that allows my human to have the experience, right? So this larger unseen intelligent part of us is an integral part of this healing team. But we need the second part, the unconscious, those parts that wake up. We need their permission. So as we begin to think about and be present and think about our past and how our past is blocking us pulling us back into our comfort zone, preventing us from stepping into some uncomfortableness. But this is required in order to step into our purpose and for our purpose to become clearer. And sometimes we may sabotage ourselves or feel like we are imposters. Like, who do you think you are to do what it is you want to do? That's too big of a dream to get to. So these are the little parts that are in the unconscious that begin to wake up when we focus in on that 7, 8, whatever that is, our awareness is looking at. And so what I want to remind all of us, that as you begin to keep your presence here, this is vital. This is also training your awareness, your focus, awareness, and attention. Keep it here. As soon as you go off and maybe look at another page or bring your thoughts on something else, you are no longer in the healing team and present doing the work. So I just want to remind us, so even if I'm not working on you per se, I'm working on someone else in the group, your presence, keep your presence here, because there may be parts within you that begin to wake up based on what you're observing and witnessing. Stay as the witness, and the witness is a neutral position. So as you're thinking about this, we already have a 7, a 5, a 3. Talk about these 3 positions that energy has that science and nature show us. There are 3 energetic positions. There's positive, the divine masculine, the doer, doing. Then there's the negative, divine feminine, being. So we have doing and being. Look at this kind of picture. Holding space, the womb, the being, the seed growing within the womb. So we have something holding space still, not moving. But then doing, being. Then we have neutral. This is the part that's watching the being and seeing the doing, but not attached to either outcome, not attached to anything. So there's 3 positions in energy, and the neutral is also grounded. So there's 3 positions we are in. We are focused, thinking, doing, actually moving about, the divine masculine, preparing, strategizing. Then there's holding space, getting a clear picture, activating the plate, holding space for getting clear. So everything I do is getting closer and closer and closer to that goal. And then there's neutral, not attached to an outcome, just holding space for whatever comes into my experience. Then the doer gets to analyze, is what's coming in my experience in alignment with my vision, with my plate? Get clear, because if it's not, you gotta say no to it. You have to say no to it in order for you to say yes to this, what's still inside the kingdom of the heavens, but is not yet manifested in the mirror world, in the material world. Remember, there's time and space that we have to dredge through. But the larger being part of us, the neutral part of us, it sees it all. It's not bound to time and space. So it sees time now, in the future, and in the past. This is how we're able to do and reprogram past parts that begin to wake up into our presence and then affect our future to keep us in that karmic cycle, if you will, energetic movement. But it takes conscious effort and awareness to gather the healing team, get organized, get focused, clean up these parts that come up and affect our current reality, affect our ability to make clear, conscious choices. And we reprogram those parts to release and then come into an inner space of openness, expandingness, so that you can step into whatever that is. I don't know what that is. For so many of you, your dreams and how you're going to get there, I'm just amazed. And that I can't wait to see that manifest. And for many of you, I can't wait to see these manifestations, but it might not be what your mind thinks it is. If you can, transcend it, because it might even be better. Keep clear on the end result of that picture of what you want when it's done. So this is the work we're doing. As these parts begin to wake up, we're focused in. Healing team number 1, focused in on that 7. Parts begin to wake up. The healing team asks these parts, hey, you parts that are waking up, are you willing to integrate all your knowledge, wisdom, and understanding while letting go of the reactions, letting go of the emotions, letting go of the knowings, letting go of the programs. Let it pee into the ocean, right? Let it go and drift back into the ocean. But integrate into the wholeness of the healing team your knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. So these parts must all agree. Once these parts agree, then we teach this larger, unseen intelligence part that we are. Einstein called this part of us creativity and imagination. Neville Goddard calls imagination God. So there's a gift to this part, and we don't know how to use it. So we're training this part of us as we get clear in using our creativity and imagination and getting very clear on that end result, and then activating the power that you are, this larger, unseen. We only see a small percentage of what is there right now. Activating this part and just sitting with it, just sitting with it, not expecting anything. And doing this, you're bringing mind and heart into unity, that frequency of coherence. And let's see, all of us come from some kind of background, religious background, where when 2 or more are gathered in my name, this is where the magic happens. Your 2 is mind and heart, gathered in my name, creating another frequency. This is where the magic happens. So sit in this space. Nice.